ICE killed off somebody? That's what I've been hearing. It looks like ICE might have iced somebody. My first reaction to actually seeing this is self-defense. I'm sure ICE just didn't walk up and, eliminate somebody. Although people may be saying that, you got to get the full context and everything. And people just spot out, oh my gosh, ICE eliminated somebody. So my first reaction is self-defense. I don't really know other than that. I'm pretty sure it probably was self-defense. They probably were defending themselves against crazy liberals or just crazy people in general. It happens, unfortunately it happened today. And, that's all I know. So we're going to watch Benny Johnson. We're going to get to the bottom of this. I'm assuming this is all just self-defense. Nothing to see here, folks. I'm sure, ICE just didn't eliminate somebody purposely, right? They had to have a reason. So I'm going to find out that reason today. Watching Benny Johnson.
Yesterday, the single day out of the year where Democrats pretend to be in favor of federal...
Okay, yeah. We're not talking about January 6th because January 6th was a psyop. So, by the feds that set up everybody, the FBI. So, we're going to fast forward here. And we're going to watch a little bit of this.
Disgraced governor of Minneapolis, Minnesota, calling ICE the Gestapo.
Trump's modern-day Gestapo is...
Gestapo. Shut up, Tim Walz. I don't want to hear from Tim Walz. I just want to know what's going on. So I'm going to skip ahead. Breaking. Woman is shot dead by ICE after trying to run officers over, an act of domestic terrorism. Ooh. So she was trying to, according to this, the Daily Mail, a woman has been shot and eliminated by ICE, and what Homeland Security said was an act of domestic terrorism. Oh, so she was trying to eliminate the ICE officers. So obviously this is a case of self-defense.
An ICE agent.
You can't just run over people with your car because you don't like what they're doing.
Who was standing in the street right in front of her. She peeled out with multiple ICE agents around her.
Okay.
This is obviously illegal. She was being instructed to
it obviously is illegal to try to hit somebody with your car to cause bodily damage.
Out of the vehicle. Instead, she rammed the ICE officers, and allegedly she had a firearm in her vehicle.
Oh, so she not only had a vehicle, but she also had a firearm. It sounds like. Sounds like self-defense to me. But let's
She was
dig
shot
deeper.
dead by ICE. I'll show you the footage here in just a moment. Woman has been shot and killed by ICE. Homeland Security said. Domestic terrorism. The unidentified woman.
Domestic terrorism.
Was shot after trying to ram the officers in an attempt to kill them during...
Yeah, see, you can't use your vehicle. Of course these people had to do what they had to do. This was nothing. Then I was right. Nothing but self-defense right here by the ICE to eliminate this person. Don't try to hit people with your car to try bodily harm. Especially with officers who have the pow-pow. You know what I mean? People have a right to self-defense. I strongly believe that, whether that be Democrats who defend themselves, any person, right? Someone tries to get you, you have every right to get them before they get you. Self-defense, people.
ICE's operation in Minneapolis. DHS said she weaponized her vehicle while attempting to run over law enforcement officers. Federal agency called her actions an act of domestic terrorism.
Yeah. Is there footage of this? I wonder if there's any footage. I'm skipping ahead.
Weaponized her vehicle, attempting to run over.
Okay, so it looks like ICE officers in Minneapolis were conducting targeted operations when rioters began blocking ICE officers, and one of these violent rioters weaponized her vehicle, attempting to run over our law enforcement officers in an attempt to keep off them. an act of domestic terrorism. An ICE officer, fearing for his life, the lives of his fellow law enforcement and the safety of the public, fired defensive shots. He used his training and saved his own life and that of his fellow officers. So yeah, a case of self-defense. This woman shouldn't be driving around trying to end people with her car if she didn't want to get, eliminated.
Our law enforcement officer.
Apparently she died. I don't know if she really did die, but the reports that I've been hearing that she did die. But obviously this was a case of self-defense.
Domestic terrorism. True. An ICE officer fearing for his life.
Alright, let's go, Benny. I'm ahead of you, buddy. Alright, here's the video. I think, maybe not. Maybe he doesn't have the video. This is an evolving situation, and we will give the public more information as soon as it becomes available. Is there? Okay, here. Oh my gosh, of course. Get out of here. Okay. Let's see. Oh, wait. Okay, so here we go, guys. Here is the footage. I don't know how much he'll show of it. Maybe I can find more footage of the incident. But yeah, it seems like just a case of self-defense. Let's see what happened here.
Carefully here. So, according to the official story, there was an ICE vehicle stuck in the snow.
It looks like we got the ICE vehicle that's stuck in the, I don't know whose car is huge at this moment. I had to mute it here.
The vehicle was surrounded then by...
Why is it going so slow like that? Maybe that's... I don't know.
Protesters who started blocking their way.
Alright, so they're driving, right, on the road, and some pedestrians starts blocking their way. Okay. No use of lethal force so far is authorized at this moment, right? This is people blocking your way. That doesn't give you the right to hurt them. I'm trying to be in the middle of all this, guys. So I'm trying to play this out. Hopefully he shows more of the footage. If not, I'll just go somewhere else and find it.
Attacking them. Throwing things at them and stuff like that.
Okay, let's see. Alright, so this, I'm assuming this is the woman in question right here. You can see she's blocking her way. They get out of the vehicle, probably telling her, hey, you gotta move. Right? But it does seem like maybe they'd be able to just... I mean, she's not, like, in the middle of the road. As you can see right here. She's not... I don't think she's, like, 100% blocking their way. I don't know. This over here seems like a lot of room for them to just kind of just, like, drive around this person. But maybe whenever they was trying to do that, she just kept pulling up. Now, that's just an assumption because obviously I don't know that for sure. But I'm just assuming that every time they try to pull up, because it looks right here that they could just go around this woman.
See it. Then you can see this woman right here.
Yeah, they have plenty of room. How big is this road anyway? Like, you're looking, and I don't know. I'm assuming maybe this is the sidewalk right over here. Maybe there's, like, grass. Because if you look over here, maybe this is where somebody would park their vehicle in front of this house right here. This is a crazy woman. Did she have a firearm in her vehicle? I don't know. I'm assuming this is a case of self-defense, but what I'm confused on is why didn't they just go around her? Was she moving her vehicle up to actually block their path?
In the SUV, she was one of the protesters.
Okay.
She was blocking the cars.
Whose car is this? If this is the woman's car, whose car is this? Is this another ICE agent? Where'd she even come from anyway? Like, did she come from this way and, like, kind of just, like, turn her car around this way? I don't know if that really makes any sense. And this vehicle right here, their door is open. I don't know if anybody's inside this vehicle. Maybe this is another ICE agent. I don't know. Maybe that's why they couldn't, like, just go around. But this car's, like, kind of parked off to the side here, really close to the sidewalk, as you can see that tire right there. Which I'm assuming this is the tire sidewalk right over there. So I don't know. One of the questions is, why didn't they just go around, right? Like, forget this lady, just go around her, right? So they're walking up, trying to tell her, hey, move. Maybe there's not enough room. Maybe this, like, video or picture or whatever don't really show the road accurately. Maybe there just wasn't any room, right, to go around her. So maybe that's why they got out of the vehicle. Like, hey, move your car. But
the agent approached her vehicle and asked her to get out of the...
Okay, asked her. So, okay, here's a little bit more of the road right here. Okay, so it doesn't look that big of a road. It looks like one of those main street roads you see in neighborhoods a lot that are, like, really small. Probably, like, this much gap in between. So, I guess, I guess they would be blocked in. I'm not 100% certain on that. Because it does look like they have enough room to just go around this vehicle right here that is parked. Also, this vehicle, because this vehicle is not like in the middle of the road. And I still don't know who this vehicle right there belongs to. I have zero idea, guys. I don't know. I don't know who this vehicle belongs to. I'm assuming maybe this is an ICE vehicle that pulled up beside her, like, hey, get out of the way or something. I don't know. But they did get out of their car and they are walking up to her. So where does things escalate is my question.
Vehicle. I'm just going to play you the full clip here and then we'll break it.
Yeah, okay, good, Benny. Play the full clip, buddy, so I can see. All right. Here we go. Alright, so they're walking up to her vehicle and they're like, well, hey, you gotta move, right? You can't be blocking the way. Now, allegedly, she did have a gun. So maybe she was reaching for her gun and then that's when the shots were fired. I'm assuming that's what happened. But, I mean, she might have been one of those, like, when they tried to, if they ever tried to go around her. Which I don't know. I feel like that's the first move, right? Somebody blocks your way like this, right? But then when you go back to the video, they just kind of... Where's that video? Right here. There's 3 vehicles, 3 ICE vehicles. And so maybe whenever they try to move up, she, like, moved up her car. You know what I mean? Like, kind of just... slowly but surely blocking this way over here for them to get around. Like, they would start and pull up and then she would pull up. You know what I mean? And then they were like, well, forget this. So I could see that happening as well. But if she just like kind of just like stopped right here while they was still moving, surely they'd be able to get around her. But I'm assuming what happened was they was trying to go around her, but she just kept moving up her vehicle, right? Making that doorway smaller and smaller to where they couldn't even get through. So they were like, forget this, we're going to tell this woman to get out of the vehicle, to stop doing this and all that. And yeah, so here's the rest of that video. So they're walking up to her car right here. I'm assuming this is the ICE agent's car, not 100% sure on that, but they just have the door open. So this vehicle, ICE, I'm assuming this is the ICE vehicle right here. They got through. And then I don't know where she would have came from, though. Maybe there's like an alley back off this way somewhere. I don't know how she would able to get in that possession. Not unless she like was already there and knew which way they was going, right? Maybe that's like a one-way road or something like that. But that's why she parked like that. But this vehicle right here, I believe, is an ICE agent vehicle. So they look like they were ahead of the other vehicles. And then this lady somehow got behind them. I'm not 100% sure on the details, guys. I'm just trying to put the puzzle pieces together. But let's go ahead and roll the rest of this and see what happened. No! Okay, so they approach, and then whoever's filming this is screaming, no! I don't know why that is screaming. But they approach her vehicle, and now she's starting to back away from them. Right. So far, it doesn't indicate that she's actually trying to hit them. It looks like she's just backing up, as far as this video is concerned right here. But I still think it's self-defense, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's not self-defense. There's no way you can justify it. If she's actually actively trying to hit them with her vehicle, then yeah, that's self-defense. But you can see they approach, and then immediately she starts backing up, and then this woman's like, "No!" I don't know why she's yelling. Maybe she's like, "Don't hit me, hit the officers," which would be still the self-defense. But let's see here. Okay, so she backed up a little bit. Now she started to take off, and you can see this is where other cars is parked. You can see this car right up in here. But what happened to this car right here? Who is in this car? Oh, I'm rewinding this guy. I'm trying to figure it out. Like, who is in this car right here? Because I've noticed. Wait, because the car backed up. Hold on. Let me go back here. Okay, let's see. I'm trying to pay attention to this vehicle. Who is in this vehicle? That's what I want to know. Okay, so let's see.
I'm just going to play you the full clip here, and then we'll break it down.
Alright. So they walk up to the vehicle. Right? I don't know if that's a person right here, or if that's just like a camera glitch or anything. Looks like maybe that person's getting back in their vehicle. No. Okay, no. It's only the vehicle. This vehicle's not moving. It just looks like it because this vehicle is backing up. And as she screams no, I guess we'll see what else happened. Okay, so she's backing up. The woman's yelling, "No!" Okay. Maybe she don't want the situation to escalate. You can see, is this a person right here? So there's 1, 2, 3 officers maybe. I didn't see 3 officers, only saw 2, but maybe that person... No, that person wasn't in front of their vehicle. Where'd the third person come from? Or maybe that's just like a camera glitch. I don't know.
Ask her to get out of the vehicle.
Okay, so
I'm
let's
just going to play
see.
a full clip here, and then we'll break it down.
Yeah, okay, I'm about to breaking it down right now, Benny. Okay, so they're walking up to her window. There's nobody here in front of her vehicle, right? Okay, so she moved. Okay, so there's nobody there. I don't know why I thought maybe there was like a third ICE officer here. But I only see 2. But if this is an ICE vehicle, the ICE officer could be on the other side of her window, on the passenger side of the window, right? And maybe that person's just blocked by her vehicle, or maybe I'm just reading too much into this and just need to watch the video. But I'm just trying to understand what the heck happened here. Okay, so yeah, see, look, ain't that a person? Right here? This is definitely a person. Yeah, that's a person. Okay, yeah, you can see the leg right there. He's well, like, hidden behind this guy, which is, like, kind of perfectly synced up like this, so you can barely see him. But there's definitely another agent there, so I can safely say that this vehicle right here is an ICE agent vehicle. And I guess the ICE agent, right, was talking to the person through the window on the other side. I don't know where are all these people coming from? I'm getting confused. Okay, guys. I don't know. There was a person right over here too. So there must be 2, but there must be 2 ICE agents, officers, right? I'm assuming, right? I don't know, guys. I'm getting confused a little bit.
And then we'll break it down.
Keep rewinding because I'm trying to figure this out. Okay, so this must be an ICE vehicle. That's what I'm determining by the video. There must be 2 ICE officers over on this side of the vehicle that we cannot see right now because there is one that ends up here and it looks like there's another one that ends up over here. So they are already talking to the woman. So surely they see the firearm, right? Or maybe not, unless she like got it hidden or anything like that. Okay, so as we hit play. Okay, so she's backing up. One of the vehicles get in front of her vehicle. I don't know why that person standing in front of her vehicle when you know she's probably getting ready to take off and just leave. So far I haven't seen anything self-defense. I'm just assuming that it's self-defense, but we will see, right? So far she's just backing up. To me, when she's backing up, she's just trying to run away, right? She don't want to get arrested, so she's just trying to get away. Now, I think when she backs up, one of the officers on this side of the vehicle go over in front of the vehicle right here. And then I guess I'll go ahead and roll it from there. Okay, so look, there's one ICE officer. I'm assuming this is an ICE officer. I could be wrong. It looks like an ICE officer. But then there's also an ICE officer that's like right over there. But to me, when she backs up, it's a she, right? When she backs up, she's just trying to get away, right? Because she don't want to get arrested. That's probably her mindset. Oh, I don't want to get arrested for doing this. Right? So, okay. Oh! So, yeah. So, oh, wait. Maybe this ain't an ICE officer. I don't... Is this a random woman? Okay. So, shots are fired from one of these two guys. I'm not exactly sure who fired the shot. Let's start from the beginning. Okay, she backed up. Okay, so this officer right here, you can see it. He pulls his weapon out when she backs up. I think maybe he's trying to get her to stop. But this woman, whoever's in this vehicle right here, is clearly just trying to get away. I don't think they're intentionally trying to hit the officer, right? But the officer is just standing in front of their vehicle. But this officer right back here, he draws his weapon and automatically just starts shooting. From this video.
Play the full clip here, and then we'll break it down.
So let's watch this in full. No! Okay, so she's backing up. The woman's screaming no. She backs it up. She puts it in drive, and now I guess she's trying to go down this road, right down here. But you can see this ICE officer right here. He immediately pulls his weapon when she is trying to back up and trying to escape. I don't know, maybe she put in a weapon at them or something, because when I heard it, right, I heard like she's actually actively trying. Well, what we just read earlier too is that she was actively trying to hit them with a car. But to me, in this video, it looks like she's just trying to get out of there because so she won't get arrested, right? And I keep saying she because I'm pretty sure it's a she. Maybe it's a he, but I'm pretty sure it's a she. But we're gonna watch this again. Okay, guys, I keep pausing it, but I'm trying to understand this situation. What is going on?
I'm just gonna play the full clip here, and then we'll break it down.
So you see, they're walking up to the vehicle. Say, hey, move your vehicle. No! Move your car. He said, move your car. I heard those words. Move your car. Then she backs up. Why did she have to back up? I'm assuming she had to back up. Maybe there wasn't like enough road over here for her to actually just to wing her vehicle, right? But then there's like officer over here, and he gets in front of her vehicle. And then you can, I don't know if I can slow this down or not. Let me see. Playback speed, normal. I don't know, right? Does this speed, they'll go slower? I don't know, maybe it'll speed it up. No! Okay, yeah, that slows it down. You can see it for like a quick second what this officer does right back here. Let's play it from here. Okay, so this is slower. Watch. Now, pay attention. You're going to see it really quick. There's an officer in front of the vehicle who immediately pulls his weapon. You can see him pull his weapon. Watch. Right in here. It kind of blocked from this guy, but you can see it. Okay. Right there. There he goes. Look. His hand is on his holster. Right there. He's getting ready to pull out his gun and shoot. That would be his gun right there. And that's his hand right there reaching for his weapon as soon as she's trying to pull away. Now this officer is in front of her vehicle. I don't think she was intentionally trying. From this, right? Not unless this girl like gets away and then comes back. No, then that's obviously her trying to hit somebody intentionally. But to me, so far what I'm seeing is that she is just trying to get away. Right? She's not trying to do anything else but get away from her actions right here. My hair's staring up too, but whatever. I don't care. It's 2026, baby. But, yeah. Let's see here. I guess I hit play. Alright, so she's pulling away. The officer would be, like, right behind here. Right behind this guy. They're perfectly synced like this, so you can hardly see him, but he's there. And it looks like he's on the side of her vehicle, like not right in front. So I don't think the position of that officer is like in any danger. Right? And right there he is. So he's like, here's the car, and he's like off to the side to where, I mean, I guess he could get hit. But if he just moves out of the way, right? And then if they just get in their vehicles and chase down this person, like a cop chase, I don't know if, like, ICE agent has that authority or not to, like, go into car chases or not. But either way, this guy is just right there. And as soon as she starts leaving, the first reaction of this ICE officer is to pull out their gun and to shoot, when they could just easily move out of the way. And listen, I'm calling it like I see it, guys. Maybe this wasn't... I haven't seen anything that's warranted self-defense at this moment. But I don't know how much footage Benny's got here. Maybe this is all he's going to show. But from this video right here, I would say everything that I have seen up to this point does not justify this officer like eliminating this person, right? Because they could just easily step out of the way. But I don't know what else happens in the video, so let's just see. Okay, so yeah, he definitely right here is the gun, and he's pointing it directly at the driver's side. And you can see this woman's starting to turn her car so she can go this way, like she's trying to escape, right? But this officer right here, he has his gun pointed at her, and he could just easily step off because you see his foot is right there. So he's like barely on the edge of the vehicle. So he could have moved out of the way. This guy's not in any danger. This guy's not in any danger. He's just standing there. He's in the window, though. I don't know if he's like trying to grab her or something. I don't know, but let's see. Play. Okay, so she pulls off. This officer didn't even get hit, mind you. And it looks like this woman's just trying to pull away. Now, why did this woman block the road in the first place? Was that right of this person to do? No, it was not. I don't recommend you do that. But, it looked like this person was just blocking the road. And then you see right here, I don't know, this might be a bad angle, but this ICE officer right here, looks like he has his arm through the window, right? That is down, obviously, because we saw that the window was down. And looks like maybe he's reaching his hand in there. But as this officer right here is shooting, she is trying to get away. See the rest of it here. Okay, so she drives away. Person's recording. He's yelling. I don't know. It looks like maybe this person's falling or something. I don't know what's going on with this person. But this is the guy right here. Is his pow. He shot into the vehicle. This person just climbed to clear away. Is that the entire video? Okay, so she immediately stops. So this is the officer right here who fired the shots.
What the f***? What the f***?
Oh, the person didn't even hit their car. that was parked right over there. You see they ran into the back of their car. This parked car right here, which I hope that person's got some insurance. That's going to be a pretty penny. I mean, it looks like they hit him hard too, so it looks like maybe the driver of that vehicle did have their foot on the gas. I'm going to rewind this. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. So he shot twice. I heard 2 shots. Boom, boom. Let's see. See? Okay, so this cop right here, he was actually trying to open up the door. And when he tried to open up the door, this girl pulled away. I'm still assuming that it's a girl. But you see that he tried to open up the door. Let's see here. Watch, they're walking up. Right there, like, hey, move. Move your car. He tried to open the handle first to the side door to open up the car door to probably pull them out, right, to arrest them. Then she decides to back up and she's like, oh no, I'm getting out of here. You ain't arresting me, right? He reaches in. He tries to pull open the door from the inside. This officer back here, he doesn't move out of the way, by the way. And he had plenty of time to move out of the way, especially when she started moving forward, right? He doesn't even get hit even after the fact. And this person is clearly turning their wheel to go up this road right here. So this woman's trying to get away, even though she did block their path. So she did start it, but she was just trying to get away. And then this officer right here was trying to open up the door. And this officer got trigger happy and pulled out his gun, and 2 shots. Pop, pop. You can hear him. Listen for the 2 shots. He only fired twice, but it was accuracy because he's pointing his weapon right at this person, right? So 2 shots, 1 shot is all it really takes for it to hit, right? So, what? Listen for the pop. 1. There was 1 pop. 2 pops. Maybe 3. I don't know if I heard 3 or 2. Definitely heard 2. Alright, let's play it all the way through and hear the pops. Here she goes, backing up. 1, 2, 3. Okay, there was 3 shots. Pop, pop, pop. So he fired, this officer fired his weapon 3 times. Just one more time. For clarification. See, he's trying to get in. She's trying to get away. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 3 shots. So there were 3 shots fired. And apparently all 3 of them hit their mark. Then as this vehicle's going, she hits the back of this vehicle. Boom! Right there.
What the fuck? You just fucking... What the fuck did you do?
So here you can see her refuse.
Alright, so she did refuse to get out of the vehicle, right? But now, then she tried to pull away. Let's hear what Benny's take is on this.
An order from a federal officer.
Okay, yeah, she did refuse an order. But to me, it looked like she was just trying to get away.
Get out of the effing car, they said. He comes and approaches the car. Multiple ICE agents have surrounded the car, and they are actually touching the vehicle.
Yes, they try to open up her side of the doors. Okay, so just from this vehicle alone, guys, I have to say, listen, even though I'm a conservative and a Republican, I do respect my fellow Americans' rights, and I try to call it like I see it, no matter who's on side of the spectrum. I think the ICE agents are doing a good job as far as deporting people, because I do think illegal immigrants need to be deported and come over to the country the right way, legally. But just going up, so with that said, you know, me trying to be the middle person, guys, I call it like I see it. I try to be as fair as possible. And if this is the only video, you can see this person was clearly just trying to get away. I don't think this person was a threat to the ICE officers in no shape, way, or form. I thought maybe this was going to be a case of self-defense, but it don't look like it is the case. Is it murder, though? Man, I don't know. Was the shooting... dang, the word just slipped my mind. Was it necessary? I don't think so. I'm just going to be honest. Let's hear. Maybe Benny got a point that I missed.
He has his hand on...
Yes, he has his hand on the vehicle trying to open up the door.
And that's when the woman punches the gas.
Okay, I was about to say, I'd never seen the woman punch him, but she does hit the gas, right? She's trying to get away because now she don't want to be arrested, right? Okay, so far so good. Like, I'm saying as far no one getting hurt or anything.
Peels out.
Yeah, she's turning the wheel. She does peel out. Right, she's trying to go down this road to get away from the officers because she don't want to be arrested.
And there is an ICE agent you can see there stepping.
Yes, he is there. The ICE agent, I believe he's talking about this guy right here. But this guy don't even look like he's in front of the vehicle. It looks like he's like barely in the end, and he doesn't even get hit. So mind you that too.
Out of the way, barely avoiding being run over. You can see the ICE agents go flying.
They don't really go flying, Benny. Okay.
Right there. And this is when the discharge of the weapon happens.
Yeah, 3 pow pow pow.
Due to the fact that this ICE agent was being targeted by the vehicle.
Yeah, see, that's the problem right there. Targeted by the vehicle. I don't think this person driving this vehicle was targeting anybody. I think this person was just trying to get away. Right? I don't think this person's intentions were to hit the officers with the vehicle. To me, and the video evidence is clear, that this person was just trying to get away. I don't think this person's first thought was, let me hit this ICE officer with my vehicle. I think this person's first thought was, oh, I need to get away so I won't get arrested. Right? I don't think their intentions were to hit any officers with their vehicle.
Oh my fucking god!
Sounds like...
No! Shame!
1, 2, 3.
3 shots. Yeah, 3 shots.
3 shots.
Oh my fucking god!
Yeah, nothing in this video shows that the intention was of this person driving the car was to hit an ICE officer. It fully shows that the intention of this person was to get away, to not get arrested. Going over this footage, right?
3 shots were fired. Let's go ahead and see it from another angle here.
Oh, so here's another angle. Okay, great. Okay, so there's another angle. So there must have been people who lived in these homes, came out with their phones, you know, and nowadays everything's recorded. So that's not surprised that we have another angle, but I'm kind of glad we do. I don't know if this angle will show anything that the other angle didn't, other than maybe the officers that are there on the other side of the vehicle, right? Okay, that's just driving. 1, 2, 3. Okay. You hear people screaming and stuff.
Imagine being able to build it.
Man, it doesn't look good, guys. I'm just gonna be honest. See the rest of this.
The vehicle, once again, speeds off.
Yes. Benny, listen, man. No matter what side of the spectrum you are, okay? I feel like Benny Johnson is one of these people, one of these conservatives who, no matter what the situation is, if you're on their team, so to speak, like if you're a conservative Republican, which Benny Johnson is, he'll try to justify any action in any situation. Well, this guy's on our side, so obviously our side can't do any wrong. Obviously, all this bad side is from the other side. And even though I'm also on Benny Johnson's team as far as like being a conservative and being for Trump and being for America and just being a conservative and Republican, guys. I try to call it like I see it. I try to call it like it is, right? And this, from the footage I'm seeing, it does not look good whatsoever for this ICE agent that shot the 3 shots. I feel like they weren't in any danger, right? But then you go back to the post and said, allegedly there was a gun. Now, was there a gun? I don't know. Right? Where's the proof of that there was actually a gun inside the vehicle other than just the DHS saying that there was a gun inside this person's vehicle, right? Because listen, I don't trust the government as far as I can throw them, guys. And so when they say, they're just trying to get justification for their officers' actions. So,
and here you can see the ICE agent right there.
Yeah. We see that. We see it all, Benny. We see it all.
There, in front of the vehicle, jumps out of the way from the vehicle, and they're the ones who discharge their weapon.
Yeah. Right.
And the one who's right in front of the vehicle.
What the Dude! What?
Oh, man, this is a tough situation. Was there a gun in the vehicle, though? I don't know. Again, sometimes the government are liars, guys. Just because Trump's in office doesn't mean I fully 100% trust the government now. Obviously, we all know no matter what side of the spectrum you are politically, right, the government lies to us. We all know that. Democrat, Republican, we all get lied to. Especially in situations like this when they try to justify stuff that wasn't really going on. They could say, oh, well, she had a vehicle in her gun, but show me the proof there was a vehicle in her gun. There was a gun in her vehicle, not a vehicle in her gun. You know what I mean? Wow, this is a full breakdown, guys, but we're getting to the end of this right here. I'm going to give you guys my conclusion, which I feel like I already had. So they are approaching the vehicle now. Is she like gone after this or what?
This is now leading to abject and total unrest throughout Minneapolis. The law be damned, by the way. We looked it up just in case you're wondering. If you can run over a federal agent, no, you.
I don't think this person was trying. You have to show intent, right? Was this person's intent to actually hit the officer, or were their intent to get away, right? To run away, basically, so they won't get arrested. To me, when I see that video, it's pretty obvious that this person was trying to get away to not be arrested. I don't think this person had intent to get physical harm. I don't know why that officer pulled out his pow, his weapon. I don't know why this person felt threatened to do that, right? They could have easily moved out of the way and they didn't even get hit with the vehicle. Man, this ain't looking good. I'll be quite honest, guys. It's not looking good for that ICE agent. Just that one ICE agent, okay? Just like in police, there are a few bad apples. This ICE agent that did this could have just been a bad apple, right? Not everybody in the ICE agency is bad, but this is not a good look, though. I'll admit that. And So far, it looks like, you know, that person made an ill judgment call on their behalf, and it's a sad situation. I don't know. I'm assuming this person lost their lives.
Can't. Anyone who threatens to
See, you have to show intent. That's what Benny Boy over here is missing. You have to show intent. With intent, here it is, right here. With intent to relegate, I don't know what that word is, against such person on an account of the performance of official duties. With intent. I don't think this person's intent was to hit an ICE officer. I think their intent was to get away, not get arrested, right? It was basically like running away from the police, right? And one could argue like, well, this person was in front of their vehicle, and they didn't move, but you still have to show intent on the person who's in the vehicle, driving the vehicle, that their intent was, yeah, I'm gonna hit this ICE officer with my car. No, the intent, according to the footage, was that this person did not want to get arrested, which they should have just came out of the car anyway, right? Instead of trying to run away. Yeah, but that still doesn't give you the right to do what this officer did.
Attempts conspires to
from the video
kidnap, murder, or injure any person.
Intent. With intent. We already talked about that, so I'm going to skip ahead here. Again, Benny Johnson is just, I'm going to root for my team no matter what, even if they're in the wrong, and I can never admit that they're in the wrong. But sometimes you got to call it like you see it, and that's what I'm doing here, guys. I'm calling it like I see it. Here we go. Now, left-wing psychopaths are throwing some snowballs and blocking vehicles, yelling, "You're gonna shoot someone else? You can't kill us all." Freaking degenerates. All of them should be arrested. Last, please. Okay, well, listen, the snowball thing, I don't really care about the snowball thing. But as far as people getting mad and upset, I don't know. I guess you could get mad and upset, right? I don't think people should be arrested for throwing snowballs, by the way, either. If I was the ICE agents, I'd be like, snowball fight! I don't think nobody's going to get hurt by throwing a snowball. You know what I mean? It's just a snowball. Like, they should just turn the other cheek. Let them people be mad and upset about all this,
Unrest now in Minneapolis. There is a lot of
ICE agents getting hit with snowballs. It's not that big of a deal, guys. It's really not that big of a deal, quite honestly. It's just snowballs. Maybe there could be a little bit of yellow snow in there, if you know what I mean. But just getting hit with snowballs, getting hit with snowballs ain't going to do anything. So, you could just kind of, turn the other cheek. If you want to throw snowballs, go ahead, throw snowballs. You know what I mean?
Snowballs.
Yeah, see, don't even do anything.
Federal agents.
They're leaving. But this is in Minneapolis, so a lot of Democrats live in that city, so obviously they're not going to be happy. Which I think is just a bad thing all around,
And this is, we were told that you see some snowballs being thrown.
The snowballs ain't going to do anything.
That type of thing.
Snowballs ain't that big of a deal, to be quite honest.
Happening as we speak. This is a live picture you are viewing with us. But you can see...
Man, they was all over it, man. The word spreads fast now because of the internet.
Some of the agents...
Degenerate Phil.
Okay,
can you be a travel advisor?
Okay, no, lady. I don't want to hear from you right now, okay? I need some water, guys. My mouth is dehydrated. I'm not going to stay on this too longer. I am just paying attention to what's actually happening. This is just like protesters and stuff. What's this?
What is wrong with these people? Guys are getting pepperballed, right in the face.
Ooh, dang. Did y'all see that? That dude got pepperballed right in the face, bro. Watch that again. He got hit right in the face. Watch this.
Pepperballed.
Watch it right here. So this woman, it looks like a woman, is all over this officer. Yeah, you can't be putting your hands on people. No more than that person. Now, this is justified, right? Dude, don't be putting your hands on people. No wonder you got pepperballed in the face. Watch this, though. Right over here, guys. Watch this pepperball to the face.
Like
savage. Ooh. Ooh, those eyes are done for. Yeah, put your head down and walk away. Okay, maybe that's a guy. Okay, yeah, that's a guy, not a woman. But you deserve that, man. Don't be putting your hands on people.
That is very spicy. Right there.
No, unless they start it.
And things, I think, will descend even further in Minneapolis.
Yeah, it looks like there's going to be rallies. I think that's it, guys. I'm going to end the video right there. I don't know. I'm pretty sure... breaking mods of protesters. Yeah, there's gonna be protest. Let's see, who is this? Christy Nome.
That she was hit and is deceased. We're continuing to
Okay, so she did pass away.
gather more information.
Alright, so there it is, guys. Personally, my take, guys, I thought it was going to be self-defense, but I don't think this is a self-defense situation. The evidence proves that. I don't think this person's intent was to hit the ICE officer. Man, just bad judgment on the ICE officer's point, guys. I try to be as fair as possible. And, I mean, I may get called out by some of my Republican and conservative friends on this one, but I'm still a conservative, you know. I'm still a Republican, but I just call it like I see it. People make mistakes. This ICE officer made a big mistake. Was it murder? I don't think it was intentional murder, right? I don't think the ICE officer was like, oh, today I'm going to catch me a body, you know, but I don't know. What is that? Like, I can't remember the term of it, but when it's not premeditated, it's like goes down to another count, right? Like, it wasn't intentional, but manslaughter, maybe that's what I'm thinking of, manslaughter, to where it wasn't intentional, it just happened. So I think if I'm getting the terms right, I think the ICE officer should be charged with manslaughter. It wasn't self-defense. This ICE officer should get fired, and it wasn't necessary, right? There was nothing in the video that showed that any of their lives were in danger. And I was wrong at the beginning of this video. I thought it was going to be self-defense, but it don't look like self-defense to me. And, yeah, so I can see why people are upset about this. Unfortunately, you know, the young lady did lose her life. Young, old, whatever. The person. I'm still assuming it's a lady. But, yeah, some people may not like this video. But, again, I call it like I see it. And just because you're a Republican or conservative, you know, doesn't mean I'm going to take up for you in every single situation, no matter how dire it is or how bad it is. You know, I'm going to try to see who, my opinion, was wrong, and video don't lie, guys. That driver's intention was to get away, not to get arrested. I don't think their intentions were to hurt anybody. And they said there was a gun, but they haven't provided any evidence that there was a gun in the vehicle. Now, does that change? Would it change the fact that if there actually was a gun in the vehicle? Maybe a little, right? Then I could see, well, there was a gun, so I thought maybe she was going, okay, then maybe a little. But until that evidence is provided, I have to stand on business on this one and say that I believe this was not self-defense, and this was manslaughter, if I got the term correctly, which I think I do. But unfortunately, this ICE officer shouldn't be working no more for ICE agency. I still believe that ICE should be out there deporting illegals, by the way. It was just a bad mistake on this ICE agent, and I believe that they should face charges, but being Trump's administration, I don't think this ICE agent will face charges. At least, the very least, this ICE agent shouldn't be working anymore for ICE, right? They should fire this person. But, yeah, that's my take, guys. That's all I got to say about the video. I'll see you guys in the next one. A full breakdown of this tragic event that I don't think was self-defense, manslaughter at the best, and, yeah, I got caught like I see it. I'll see you guys on the next one.